Who's the daddy? Easy guys, Dom here from Cringy Dad Gaming. So, as part of my early game combat tips, in this video we'll be covering off BRENNA DAUDI. He's the second troll boss you'll encounter, and in this video I'm just going to give you a few pointers. Now, this guy is kind of similar to the first troll that you'll encounter in terms that he's using this big kind of stone pillar to swing around, except this guy has some fire elemental attacks mixed in with some shadows. You see these guys here, these are called shadows. They will basically fire magic at you and they're a real pain, but you can take them out relatively quick by using the Leviathan Axe throw, which is what I tend to use on them to dispatch them quickly. Notice here I was trying to power up his arm to fire at me. Well, you can actually interrupt that by throwing the axe at it. If you do miss it, just be aware like that he's going to fire quite a large stream of fire out at you, and you will need to roll out the way. It does reach quite far. You can also get around behind him when he's doing that move and then hit him in his legs. When he's swinging his stone pillar like that, you can actually get around the side of him and underneath him to be able to hit him. And also when he's shouting at you like that, you can actually also throw the axe at him. Notice how he was about to do a ground stomp there and I managed to interrupt him by hitting his leg. You've got to be really careful with that because sometimes he will stomp fire and it will leave quite a big area of effect in terms of the damage it's going to do. And if, like me, you're playing this on Give Me God of War difficulty level, then you're going to find that it is going to do a severe amount of damage to you. Some stomps you can roll out the way like I just did then, and being quick and nimble around his legs will really help. If you are needing health, there are certain pickups around that you can find in this area. Some of them can be found by smashing some of the vases that are around the outside, and some can be dropped by some of the shadows that will often drop items such as health when you kill them. So this is not one of the quickest boss battles, but it's nowhere near as long as the Stranger was. So you will find that if you just be patient and abide your time, then you'll get it done before you know it. It is harder than it looks, and it did take me a few goes to kind of figure out his move set and what to expect. Again, here we just managed to roll around the back of him and be able to get a few hits in. Don't try and get too many hits. We want to keep an eye on our environment as well. Notice their shadow just spawned in just behind the troll. And again, we want to try and keep these guys at a distance. They will do some nasty damage to you as well. So by shielding ourselves behind these rocks from the troll's fire, we can now throw the axe at these shadows, keeping them at distance so we can keep an eye on what's going on around us. I mean, yeah, I could rush in and, kind of slash them up with the axe. I can't see what's going on behind me, and because some of these guys, they kind of spawn in 2s or 3s, sometimes you will find that you will get hit in the back, or the troll will just slam you without you realising. If he hits you with that post, it is pretty much insta-death, so you don't really want to be getting kind of crushed by a large granite slab or whatever it is he's carrying around with him. So using this big rock in the middle really does help. You can kind of just keep running around if you need to. Notice he hit me there, did quite a bit of damage. Luckily enough, there's some health pickups around. We'll be fine as long as you don't get hit by that fire at this stage, because that's going to do a lot of damage. So he normally fires 2 lots of fire. I'm not even going to concentrate on the troll until the rest of these shadows have been dispatched. Again, you can freeze some of these with the Leviathan Axe and then actually kick them with a heavy kick, which is R2, to be able to hit them into the walls to shatter them, and that sometimes insta-kills them, but not always. Notice how we've got another shadow here. Now we're just going to use our first lot of Spartan Rage, and this really will make a big difference to the fight. I save it usually until my health is quite low, because it will give you a little bit of a health boost as well as do some damage on some of these enemies. So again, a tactical choice of when I use it. The reason why I'm using it at this point as well now is down below half health is because I do know that there is one pickup there, and I can see another one as well, which is going to refill my Spartan Rage almost to full. So I kind of had planned at this point when I was fighting this boss that I would have a second lot of Spartan Rage to use. So we're going to try and get around and pick that up in a second once we've got rid of this last shadow. Keeping distance from that fire is definitely the way forward, and it does burn a lot longer than any of the other fire element that you may come across in the game up to this point. If you get hit by some of those druggers that fire the fire out of their arms, that seems to cool down a lot quicker than this troll here. Again, taking the opportunity there while he was shouting to be able to stun him with the axe and then kind of get a couple of hits in on his legs. So now at this point he's going to be doing this kind of like swinging of the stone pillar, which is pretty easy now because once he gets tired at the end here, you can get a couple of hits in. Try not to get too many in because he will crush you. And believe it or not, sometimes when he's swinging this stone block, it seems like he's quite far away from you, but he actually closes the distance quite quickly. So just make sure you're giving yourself enough space from him. Maybe not too much space because he will start firing the fire at you again. We want him to be able to do this swing because this is the easiest time for us to finish him off. There we go, and as soon as he puts it down, you get a couple of hits in. And it's just rinse and repeat really at this point. So I'm going to stick with you till the end of the video, and we're just going to continue doing the same thing as we've done. Now I am saving my Spartan range for a big finale, because, why not? I was a little overzealous with the heavy strike then, trying to hit him, and I kind of misjudged and missed a little bit, but it's fine as long as you kind of don't get in a position where he's going to stamp on you. He'll be absolutely fine. I normally find you can get 2 or 3 decent hits in before he starts swinging the stone pillar again, which is, more than enough. I mean, I defeated this boss, I think it was in around 8 minutes, thereabouts, which is not too bad for a boss battle. I think maybe if you're playing this on some of the easier levels, you may do more damage. I have noticed that the harder levels, the enemies take kind of less damage. But here we go, we're finishing them off with our Spartan Rage. And if you guys have taken any tips from this video, please do like, comment and subscribe. And just watch this space for more God of War. Thanks for watching.
Who's the daddy?